Good afternoon, and I've chosen this very ethereal mask today. Can you see it? It's cool, isn't it? Anyway, I wanted to talk to you about manifesting and, how we approach manifesting, and are we really manifesting what we want? And, this all links into this whole talk of energy and raising your vibration. And really, I want to kind of dig into that today. So I wanted to talk to you about manifesting, okay? And, are you really manifesting what you want? And I think the truth is, most of us, when we think about manifesting something, it's the house, it's the car, it's maybe the perfect partner, it's, there's all this kind of list of things that we want. Some of them are material things, some of them are maybe more lifestyle type things, the way we want to live, etc. However, we're kind of missing the point a little bit here. The thing is, why do we want those things? And if we ask ourselves that question, why actually do I want those things in my life? It's because you want love. It's because you want joy. It's because you want adventure. It's because you want a bit of magic in your life. It's because you want health and vitality. Right? These are the things we actually want to manifest. And I was thinking about this the other day. I thought, well, do you know what? Supposing we actually just asked for those things. Supposing we just asked for joy and love and things of beauty to come into our lives. And, supposing we just asked for health and vitality and having that energy to live our lives. And then we left it up to the universe or God or that divine power to actually deliver it to us in a way that actually will probably be a lot more fun, because it's going to be so surprising as to what turns up in your life. And, I sort of look back on my life, and I've always had kind of these goals, these monetary goals, the thing goals. But the ultimate reason I want those things is because I want security, I want joy, I want happiness, I want love, I want health and vitality. Supposing we just focused on those instead and just let go of the things in between, because this is where the blocks come in. If we're focusing on the actual feelings that we want to feel, we can actually access those straight away. And the key to manifesting is having access to those feelings, right? It's having access to joy. It's having access to health, and it's having access to vitality. And you can actually choose to be those things in an instant. Now, they say if you want to be a millionaire, for example, it's really hard to imagine being a millionaire, and, because you're supposed to put yourself in that place, you're supposed to feel those things. But I don't know what it feels like to be a millionaire. I'm not a millionaire. I'm working on it. But I'm not a millionaire, so I don't actually know how that feels. But actually, the more and more, I move through this stuff and I do the high vibe, kind of, moving into those high vibrational feelings, the more actually the material stuff seems to fall away a little bit. Now, I'm not saying, you shouldn't have those things, because absolutely, that's all part of, it's a bit noisy out here. I thought I'd come out in the garden, but it's a bit loud out there. There's people mowing and stuff. But the more, we focus on the things, that the money blocks tend to come up, right? And we can actually navigate around those by actually saying, are you familiar with the consciousness chart, right? So at the top, we've got enlightenment, love, peace, joy, the really good high vibrational feelings, and they're expansive feelings. They expand how you feel and they touch other people. And down the bottom, of course, we've got fear and we've got shame and we've got guilt. And quite often, those are the vibrations we tend to hold around money. Well, I'll tell you what, let's just bypass that. Let's just go straight for joy and love and just see what shows up. And I think you'll be really, really surprised. And I thought I'd talk through a couple of weird things that I've manifested lately. Lately, it's sort of over the last couple of years. And it was only really the other day I was sitting down thinking about what have I manifested? And this is a little exercise. you can actually do for yourself, because we manifest stuff every single day. And the more we can affirm those manifestations as being real and as coming into fruition, the more and more those manifestations are going to occur. So for example, and this is going to sound a little bit strange, but when I was younger, my hair was dead straight, completely straight. I never, I've always been very low maintenance with my hair. I'm never that bothered to do much with it, but it was dead straight. And I always wanted curly hair, wavy hair, more like kind of beach wave, right? I have wavy hair now. Don't ask me how that works. I do nothing with my hair. I'm, like I say, very low maintenance. I give it a quick dry and I leave it. And now I have these kind of loose waves, which is the look I always wanted when I was younger. So I kind of manifested that, which is a strange one. Another one, which I was going to show you in my garden, actually, it's quieting down a little bit now, is we have a fairly low maintenance garden. As you can get the drift, I'm a fairly low maintenance person. And in my garden, I wanted a certain bush, and it's called a buddleia bush, and it attracts butterflies and bees. And I didn't have a place to put it because they get quite big. But in our garden, we have, it's a ditch, basically, that runs down the end of our garden. If I sort of show you down there. But then growing in our ditch is this amazing buddleia bush. Just self-seeded. It's not something I've planted, it just occurred, and I only noticed it last year, and this year it's got absolutely huge. Look at that. And it's got those beautiful purple flowers. So there's a couple of little things that I've manifested for myself, which are a little bit out there. And it's great to see something. Ruben, hey, how you doing? Apprentice, hi, great to see you. Kevin, Bert, hi guys, it's really great to have you on the call. And I just wanted to really address that, when you stop focusing so hard on the goals, shall we say, and the money and the stuff, and you focus on the joy. Oh, it's a bit of a funny filter, this. I thought it was very ethereal, that's why I chose it. And when you start focusing on, the way you want to feel or the way you want to be, because you can actually step into that at any time. And the way we actually, step into this love and this feeling of joy is really by opening our hearts. Okay, so you can actually imagine we've got these sliding doors across our hearts, and that we slide it open and we're letting that love energy out and love energy in. And I'm currently reading a book called The Untethered Soul, and I highly, highly recommend it. And in this book, he talks about our energy and how we have this actually infinite energy. We have a finite energy, which is our physical energy, which we need food to sustain us. But we also have an infinite energy, which is our spiritual energy. And this comes from the high vibrations and keeping your heart open all the time. And he says the way we access that is just to not close off. Now, when you're closing off that energy is when all of a sudden your energy drops low and you feel maybe guilt or shame or those lower vibrational energies, and you can feel you closing off. But I would challenge you to actually say no and actually take the physical step of kind of pushing your heart forward, and imagine sliding doors across your heart, and you're just opening those doors and saying, I'm going to meet this situation, whatever it is, with love. And then we start to access that love energy more and more. At first it takes work, okay? It's going to take work to be aware enough that you're going into these contracted states that you can start to open your heart more. But eventually it will become second nature. And when you're in this high vibrational state, manifestation is second nature. Things just start happening for you, okay? They just start happening for you. And the quickest way to access it is to, just lead with love the whole time. And this has been a huge realization for me, that love in everything you do, versus fear, particularly in this entrepreneurial world. We have, there's a lot of fear marketing, scarcity, lack, oh, your life is rubbish because your life isn't like mine, and I've got this amazing lifestyle which has that fear of missing out, okay? But the truth is, I'm at a point now where I'd rather lead with love, where I'd rather lead, the marketing for my opportunities with love. And this is now what I teach, this is now what I preach, this is now what I do. And, it's more powerful. It's so much more powerful, and you're reaching people. And don't look at the engagement on your videos. Don't look at the likes and the hearts and the comments. Don't look at those. It's irrelevant, actually, because you're reaching people with your energetic field. We have this quantum energetic field, and when we come from a place of love, it's so expansive. It goes way beyond your physical body, and you'll find people will join you. People will come into your world who you don't expect. You don't even know how they found you. Whether that's teachers to take you to the next stage, whether that's people maybe joining the opportunity and they want to learn from you. This is really, really, and I know, for some people it's going, oh, I'm not sure I'm quite getting this, but this is important stuff. And it's about keeping that high vibration and always coming from that place of love and just finding joy and excitement in everything you do. It's like this morning, I thought, I really fancy an adventure. And my husband and I, he took the morning off work, and we jumped on our bikes, which we haven't done for about 3 years because we live right by a canal, and we cycled and just had a lovely morning on our bikes, went and had lunch somewhere and then cycled back. And it was just so beautiful to be out in nature, getting the blood flowing, all that good stuff. But, we can find the stuff we're looking for right away, pretty much, if we just open our hearts to it. So I'm going to leave you with that. Thanks for jumping on, Dad. I could see you. And, thank you. And I really hope you take something from this, and you just take the thought of, leading from a place of heart and leading from love, and actually how much more powerful that is than the kind of the fear, that you feel. And you notice it in your body. You notice it. You notice those lower vibrational states because you contract. You can feel it in your body, in your soul, and it feels icky. But when you're coming from a place of love, it feels amazing. It feels really, really amazing. So that's my challenge for you. Look at what you've already manifested in your life, and be aware that you are a master manifester. And, you could be manifesting bad stuff as well. This is why it's so important to raise your vibration and come from that place of love and joy and health and vitality and abundance. That's why it's so important, because you don't want to bring the negative stuff into your life. You want the good stuff. So let's start there. And like I say, just look at the little things you've manifested. I manifested a little adventure for myself today, so that was awesome. All right, guys, thank you so much for those of you who jumped on. Give me some love, share if you like, and I will see you very soon. Take care now. Bye-bye. Mwah.